The current iteration of professional baseball in Japan, Nippon Professional Baseball, started way back in 1950. But one must go way back to reach the beginning of the oldest league in Japan. This is Yuri Karasawa with JapanBall.com, and in collaboration with Carter Cromwell, let's talk about the Tokyo Big 6 College Baseball League. It's a big deal. Way back in 1925 is when the Tokyo Big 6 League formed. Not as well known to foreigners as MPB, the Big 6 is comprised of Waseda University, Keio University, Meiji University, Hosei University, Rikkyo University, and the University of Tokyo. These are considered the top universities in Japan, and the competition among students to gain entry is fierce. The school's baseball teams play short Big 6 seasons in the spring and fall of each year, with all games played on weekends at historic Meiji Jingu Stadium, which opened in 1926 but is in danger of being demolished as a part of a controversial redevelopment plan. Check out Robert Whiting's work for more on this. Each club plays a short series against each of the others, and the first team to gain 2 victories in a series is the winner and gains a point towards the season standings. The season standings are decided first by points. If points are tied, then winning percentage is the determining factor. If there is a tie in both points and winning percentage, the ranking order of the previous season prevails, except for the top teams, who then have a playoff to decide the champion. The spring champion then participates in the All Japan University Baseball Championship Series, while the fall champion competes in the Meiji Jingu Stadium tournament. Through the spring of 2024, Waseda has the most titles with 47, followed by Hosei in a close second with 46. Meiji is next with 43, followed by Keio with 40, and Rikkyo with 13. The University of Tokyo has never won the championship. Waseda is the most recent champion, and the fall season is currently ongoing. Even Tokyo University, which does not offer athletic scholarships and once lost 94 consecutive games, has a following. The Big 6 is a high-quality league with rivalries that draw keen interest. Takahiro Kaneko, a native of Tokyo and a former player in the Australian Baseball League and the Japanese Independent Pro Leagues, has witnessed it firsthand. The Big 6 is very competitive, said Kaneko. They have cheerleaders and cheering squads. Shigeo Nagashima, a third baseman and eventual inductee in the Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame, played for Nikkyo, and when he went to MPB's Yomiuri Giants in 1958, he said that the MPB competition then was not at the level of the Big 6. Surely that is no longer true, but it is true that the Big 6 remains quite competitive, especially when Waseda and Keio square off. Both schools have histories that significantly predate the birth of the Big 6 and usually attract the biggest crowds when they play each other. The two first battled each other in 1903. In 1906, Waseda became the first Japanese team to travel to the United States for games, and both schools faced off against the University of Washington when the latter toured Japan in 1908. The Waseda-Keio games often caused much tension between the student bodies, and the rivalry was suspended after 1906 due to overheated cheering. Eventually, though, Waseda-Keio and Meiji put together a league in 1914. Hosei joined in 1917, followed by Rikkyo in 1921, and Tokyo Imperial University, now the University of Tokyo, in 1925, resulting in the formation of the Big 6. The league was a factor in the increasing popularity of baseball in Japan prior to the Second World War and before the nascent professional game started gaining traction. At one point, there was the saying, speaking of baseball, there are 6 universities, and speaking of 6 universities, there is baseball. Today, when Waseda and Keio play, classes at both schools are canceled so the students can attend the games. The final week of the season is reserved solely for Waseda-Keio games, which are sometimes even telecast by the Japanese public broadcaster NHK. Waseda-Keio is the biggest rivalry in the Big 6 in any sport, says Takumi Fujitsuka, a scout and translator for the Kagawa Olive Guiners of the independent professional Shikoku Island League and a Japan Ball tour guide. It's a unique atmosphere when they play each other. They compete as universities also. They have the strongest reputations among colleges in Japan. Kaneko added, these colleges also have high schools and elementary schools, and those players go to the games. It's a full house when Waseda and Keio play. Reportedly, the crowd even once included the Japanese imperial family, which made it to Jingu Stadium in 1994. The Big Six has also had influence in areas other than baseball, gradually going beyond the boundaries of university baseball leagues and becoming an indispensable keyword for interactions between affiliated universities. Competition between universities has expanded, and in fields such as cheering groups and chorus concerts, mahjong league games, and school festivals, various human relationships and exchanges have been created in the name of the Tokyo Big Six. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out japanball.com for more Japanese baseball information and guided tours in English.